Welcome to yet another amazing episode of Pure Minds, Pure Energy, Enlightenment Sessions with Nate and PMC. I'm your host, Nate Zalesnik, 2024 U.S. Wellness Coach of the Year and one of the only American Master Trainer of the ancient Indonesian royal system of breathwork, meditation, healing, energy building, and extrasensory art of neurotic routine. And I'm also the founder of the Integrated Ascension Method, or the IM for short. Before we dive into this amazing episode, please make sure that you like this, subscribe to the PMC and Integrated Ascension Method YouTube channels so that you never miss a single amazing episode. Now, today, I have the honor of introducing the true leader in the realm of mindfulness, breathwork, and conscious leadership, Dr. Ajay Tejasvi. As a key figure in the Art of Living Foundation, Ajay has dedicated his entire life to integrating ancient wisdom with modern leadership and mental well-being, serving as the U.S. liaison for Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, as well as the president of Shankara Naturals and Sri Sri Tattva. Ajay has brought powerful healing and wellness solutions to thousands of people across the globe. His work spans multiple dimensions, bridging breathwork, meditation, leadership development, and governance. Before stepping into this fully, meaning his role, he spent over 15 years at the World Bank Group, where he spearheaded initiatives to enhance governance and leadership in 42 governments worldwide. Ajay, he's a rare blend of deep spiritual insight and high-level strategic leadership, showing us all how conscious awareness and meditation can transform not only our personal well-being, but also global decision-making and community impact. In today's conversation, we're going to explore the power of breath, meditation, and conscious leadership in shaping the future of humanity. So get ready to unlock profound wisdom and practical tools for navigating this life with clarity and resilience. Let's welcome Dr. Ajay Tejasvi to the show. Ajay,
Thank you. Thank you very much, Nate. Pleasure to be here.
your journey has been rooted deeply in meditation and breathwork. So, what first drew you to these practices?
It's a great pleasure to be here with you, Nate, and learn so much about the incredible work that you're doing. For me, it's been a very natural progression, I would say, in my own life. Somehow, from a very young age, I was blessed to have this within in our own families, to learn meditation, to learn the breath work as a means, as a tool for us to really be the best version of ourselves. And that somehow has carried on in every aspect of my life as I've grown a little older and hopefully a little wiser as well. What I've found is that these breathwork techniques are incredibly powerful in helping bring the mind back to the present moment. And it's truly when you're present, you can really be the best version of yourself, as you know. And it's almost like it's not something that's external or extraneous to my daily life. I see it as very much a part of my being at this point. And that's the simplicity and the beauty of some of these techniques of the art of living as well, which are so easy to adopt and make part of your everyday routines.
And is with us at all times, from the moment we're born until the moment that our physical body stops working. When we change our address, we always have our breath, and yet so many people they ignore it 22,000 or more times per day when they always have that power. So, Ajay, thank you for sharing that. You know, for the people out there who are wondering how simple breathwork techniques can create some profound shifts in their mental.
It's a very beautiful and very simple tool, Nate. You know, when you breathe a certain way, have you observed it has an impact on the state of your mind? And the converse is often what we experience in life, right? When you're upset, you breathe a certain way. When you're happy, you breathe a certain way. Have you observed when you're upset, how is your breathing pattern? It's a little shorter, right? And when you're happy, right, there's a deep in breath. And the same is true when you're feeling sad as well. The focus is on the out breath. In the same way that your emotions have an impact on the state of your body through the breath, you can have a positive impact on the state of your mind by breathing in certain ways. And this was something that ancient sages across the world, ancient people across the world found this, especially in India and in South Asia, where people would spend some time contemplating in meditation and in really understanding this mystery that is the mind. So, what modern science today is also able to see is it's able to find that link between the impact that the mind has on your physical body through the breath, and as a consequence, understanding that this is a two-way relationship, that you can have a positive impact on the state of your mind by breathing certain ways. So, just taking this simple idea, Gurudev Shri Ravi Shankar came up with the art of living, and the breathing techniques that are offered here are essentially about how do you get in touch with your own self, understand, your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts better, right? Because very often we just try to brush them aside, or we try to suppress them, which and it often has the opposite impact, isn't it? When you try to push aside an unpleasant thought, somehow it seems to gain in strength and it seems to come back at you with even more power, isn't it? At least that's been my experience. So what the breath work does is it simplifies this. It helps you, okay, become aware of your own thoughts, your own emotions, and then be in touch with your own self. And when you're in touch with yourself, you find that there's such energy from within. There's so much capability that you find within, and you're able to take on life's challenges with more confidence and more courage as well.
That is so beautiful. And I've been telling people this for a long time that breath work is like saying exercise. There are many ways to breathe. You can bicycle, you can swim, you can do calisthenics, you can do CrossFit, you can do rock climbing. There are many exercises, aka ways to breathe. And like you mentioned, I've heard this said, and maybe you've heard this too, that anxiety is excitement without the breath. Anxiety is excitement without the breath. And the same thing can be said for fear, that fear can switch quickly into peace if we bring ourselves to this present moment. And a lot of people, they search, and that power to bring ourselves to this present moment is always with us. With every that we do, we have that opportunity to come to the here and now, which was obviously with Gurudev and his master Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. A big part of transcendental meditation is to be right here, right now. Not, have you ever heard of, I'm sure you've heard of Ha, the Buddhist monk from Vietnam?
Yes.
He talked about an out of body experience, not the astral projection kind, but when you're thinking of the future and you're not in this present moment, you're actually having an out of body experience because your awareness is in your body. And it's a beautiful thing to be able to do that. And, you work so closely with the Art of Living Foundation, which has impacted hundreds of millions of people. So, what makes its approach to breath work and meditation so effective, but also maybe a bit different than other things out there?
I would say it's really the accessibility and the ease with which people are able to learn this technique and integrate it in their own lives. You learn the Art of Living Part 1 program over a period of 8 hours, and is typically offered over Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, a couple hours each, 2.5 hours each. And in this 3 session program, you very easily learn the intricacies of your own self. Very often we go through life not even understanding who we are. What is it that we really want? Why are we here on this planet? And what participants have shared over the last 40 plus years that the organization, actually 45 years next year, this organization will have been in service around the world, is that they've never even had the time to reflect on these key questions of life. What are we really doing here? And often it becomes a very monotonous or an autonomous sort of an existence. You just go through the motions, right? So when you consciously take some time and just reflect, hey, who am I really? What am I really here for? And also put a little bit of attention and thought into how am I getting my energy? Because every thought we expend uses energy, doesn't it? Yeah. Everything for us to do any activity in life, you need energy. Now, where are you getting all of that from? Just reflecting on that a little bit and understanding the different sources of energy in our life. And from there, seeing, hey, the breath is one source of energy that I haven't fully tapped, I haven't fully understood. So, in the Art of Living program, you learn very practical techniques to harness the power of the breath. You learn various breathing techniques that are layered until you learn the Sudarshan Kriya, the sky breath, the sky meditation. And in this meditation, it's a rhythmic breathing technique. Which helps you harmonize your emotions, your thoughts with the body, which is in the present moment. And the research has shown that aside from a range of various physiological benefits, the mental resilience benefits are immense. People have reported feeling free from anxiety, feeling freedom from depression, and feeling a sense of connectedness again, feeling useful in life, feeling a sense of purpose. And this is something that we see in so many young people and in the population in general these days, isn't it? Where you have the people swinging from aggression on the one hand to depression on the other hand. And somehow it's just like people keep swinging in between these different extremes. And when they find this solution, they find an entire new sense of purpose to their lives. And this has been the story of the Art of Living as well. Many of us are volunteers who have found a profound impact on our own lives and want to make that difference in our own communities. And this is how this has spread to more than 180 countries today. So it's the accessibility, Nate, going back to that question. It's very easy and very easy to practice. This technique that you learn over a weekend, you're able to just practice 20 minutes every day. That's it in the morning. You just spend, it's like brushing your teeth takes you 3 minutes. Whoa. It's like dental hygiene, mental hygiene for you in the morning. So it gives you that strength, it gives you that focus that helps you move through the day with confidence.
I love the term you just used, mental hygiene. I don't believe that I've ever heard that term before, but I think I'm going to use that because unless you have a copyrighted, because
Please, no, I think that we all need more mental hygiene around the world.
we,
Absolutely.
we also have a lot of mental pollution that we know
Exactly.
through
Yeah.
everything from social media to our own minds, our own judgments of ourselves compared to other people. All these things come in, and I've heard it said, take out the trash. That's easier said than done. It's people struggle to meditate because they've tried and then they hear, okay, on the count of three, stop thinking. One, two, three. Okay, stop. Stop. Don't think of anything. Stop having experience. Now, that may be possible for some of the most adept people, but that takes you a long time to actually be able to clear your mind that way. So having something like what you're talking about that is so simple and so easy, they can have 20 minutes of mental hygiene a day. That's not just valuable, that's invaluable, especially when you find that I've interviewed numerous doctors and different people that even on the CDC website, it says over 90% of all disease is caused by stress. All of my doctor friends, they say it's 100% of disease is caused by stress. And there's also one of my doctor friends that reframed that for me a couple of weeks ago. He says, no, it's not actually stress that causes disease. It's the body's inability to adapt and to handle that stress and rebound from that allows the body to be broken down into a disease state. But if you have a nervous system that is calm, if you have a nervous system that is strong like Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime, then nothing can make you sick because everything is strong and you are also calm. So you're not fighting against yourself. So that's such a beautiful thing that you talked about for mental hygiene. I'm really emphasizing this because I think that there are a lot of people out there that need that message as far as the mental hygiene, because a lot of what we do, as far as the trash up here, so to speak, or the dirt, it's not even consciously being put there. And so to become conscious and aware, that is such a valuable skill. And so,
We'd love for you to take it, Nate. And just another point I wanted to share over there is that, see, in the realm of the mind, see, the body and the mind operate on opposite paradigms. In the realm of the body, for you to be healthy, for it to be in peak performance, effort is needed. But in the realm of the mind, you find the opposite is true. What you resist persists. If you try not to have a thought, you'll have that thought. Try not to think of a golden monkey. There it is, right?